This segment of Delmarva Life is brought to you by State Farm Insurance.
Oh, here you go. Remember these sights and sounds? Hurricane season started June 1st, and believe it or not, even before the season started, we were already on our third named storm.
Yeah, and living on Delmarva, we know how those storms can impact us. Strong winds, torrential rains, storm surges, even tornadoes. And hurricane season doesn't even end until November 30th.
Get ready, it's going to be a long stretch. So joining us today to help us get ready is State Farm Insurance agent Megan Knabb of Cambridge. Megan, thank you for coming in today.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so there are three things
Yes.
that we need to do to get ready for the storm season.
Yes, just plan, prepare, and protect, basically. So planning, basically, before even the storms start, you want to talk with your agent. Make sure you know what your insurance covers. Make sure you do an inventory. And what I advise all my clients, you know, when you do an inventory, there's inventory sheets that are available online. One of the things that you want to do is take pictures, you know, go through open closet doors, open drawers, you know, put in a safe deposit box, things like that. Anything that you can do to document what you have, write down serial numbers of the larger items that you have, you know, and then again, talk to your agent. Make sure you know what your policy covers.
Right, right. And because you really do need to review your insurance policy.
It's a good idea to talk to your agent and review the policy at least once a year, maybe twice a year. You know, just talk to your agent, especially when the storms are coming up.
Right. What are some other things we should do ahead of the storm to prepare?
To prepare, you know, you can always make sure that you before the storm hits, if you know a storm's coming, you want to make sure that you know evacuation routes. Make sure that your family knows you know, where you're going to meet, what you're going to do, where you're going to go.
A disaster plan,
basically. A disaster plan, exactly. Make sure you have a disaster plan in place.
Okay, well, so in preparing for it, I mean, this is the best time to get ready for it before it actually gets here.
Right.
What would you suggest for a hurricane preparedness kit? A
preparedness kit, you would definitely want to put things together, have that available. Like any disaster kit, you would want to put together. Have drinking water, put that together, non-perishable foods, a first aid kit, cell phone, make sure you bring your charger, portable radio, flashlight, batteries, blankets, sleeping bags, things like that. Anything that you would put in any type of emergency kit. And of course, you know, don't forget your pets and your insurance policies. You know, make sure you take those with you so you have that.
Seems kind of obvious, but
yeah,
really
you know,
common sense with it.
People forget that kind of stuff. You know, just put it together for any type of emergency kit.
So we talk about all of the, you know, our home and everything, but our number one priority ahead of a storm really is our family.
Definitely, definitely take care of your family. Definitely. And you know, and another thing I advise my clients, you know, before the storm, you know, your neighbors too. You know, take care of your elderly neighbors. Help them before the storm. When the storm's coming, you know, think about the airborne, you know, windborne items that can, you know, put your garage or your grills in your garages. Right. You know, take the patio furniture and put that away. You know, help your neighbors do that kind of thing as well.
We were talking beforehand, and you mentioned something I was completely unaware of. And I don't know if it's actually called a hurricane deductible, but your deductible can change if it's a hurricane.
It can, and this is some of the changes that have been made in the industry. And they are recent. You have a deductible on your homeowner's policy, but you also have, within a 48-hour window of a hurricane, some companies do have a deductible that can be as much as 5% of your dwelling amount.
Wow.
So you definitely want to check with your agent or your insurance company to see what that deductible is.
So we want to prepare our home. What are some of the things we can do ahead of a hurricane to prepare or to protect our home?
Protect your home. Again, you know, make sure the windows are closed. If you have the shutters, some homes do come with hurricane shutters now. So close the shutters, lock them up. You know, close the garage, put your cars in the garage. Again, put the grills, the windborne items in the garage. You know, plants, potted plants, people forget about those.
Oh, yeah.
They can do a lot of damage, you know, broken windows, that type of thing. And then if you do have damage from the storm, make sure when you evaluate the damage, call your agent.
When's the best time to do that?
Right away.
Really?
As soon as you get back and you get it back into your home, if you've left your home, if you get back into your home, you know, call right away. Most companies have 800 numbers that have set up. You know, they'll take, you know, your claim right away. And also keep track of any time or money that you spend to do temporary repairs. Go ahead and do the temporary repairs. Insurance companies are okay with that. You know, they want you to make sure that you're safe. So they will reimburse you for those temporary repairs that you've done.
Right, right. And you need to hold on to the receipts that you...
Yes, yep. Hold on to the receipts, keep track of your time that you've spent, and submit those to your claims adjuster and talk to it. And don't get rid of anything. You know, if something's damaged, hold on to it because they'll want to see that. But
be careful of who you deal with, because unfortunately there's some bozos out there that will try to take advantage of it.
Oh, definitely. If you do get to that point where you need to contact a contractor, make sure that it's a reputable contractor, make sure they're licensed and insured. You know, they can provide you with certificates of insurance, you know, to say that yes, they have insurance, and, you know, check with your Better Business Bureau or your Chamber of Commerce, you know, to make sure that the contractor is a reputable person to deal with. And word of mouth is good too. You know, check with your neighbors. Who would they deal with?
A lot of good information, Megan.
Cambridge. Thank you.
Hopefully we don't have to use any of that information, but it's good to have.
Yes, definitely.
All right. Well, still ahead on Delmarva Life, your beauty routine without all of the chemicals, why you may want to consider making the change.
And a little bit later, you've certainly heard us tell you, go to delmarvalife.com for more information. We're going to show you around our website and help you understand all that it has to offer you. Delmarva Life, life at its best here on Delmarva.